Okay, hi, awesomes again. So picking up from where we just left off, I didn't realize my time had I'd spoken for almost 5 minutes, so my sincerest apologies. So here's part two of kind of thinking about the Project 2 oral briefing and kind of really kind of diving into a little bit, as I was just discussing in part one, excuse me, the breakdown of the video, right? And so I think, as I was saying when my video cut off on me, don't feel like you have to everyone has to speak. I'm not, as I said before, right? I'm not going to be sitting here with my stopwatch, right? Counting everything. What I'm going to be more looking at is I like to look at these things more holistically. Hey, did everybody speak? Could I hear everybody? Right? Could I see everybody? Was there transitions between speakers? Did each person in total, right? Did we hit? Did we discuss? Did we discuss the topic description with background information? Did we discuss the objectives? What's to be accomplished? Did somebody address what problem we're trying to solve? Right, very specifically, and why it is important that this project go forward. Those are the main points that we're looking at right now. Okay, so I'm going to look at the project as a whole, that everyone got a chance to speak, not necessarily whether somebody spoke for 1 minute and 22 seconds and someone else spoke for 2.5 minutes. I'm looking at the entire presentation, that there was an introduction, and that each, then there were these parts, right? Everyone's going to present their parts of the oral briefing, right? The subsequent presenters should then follow the outline for a successful presentation while presenting their parts, or their part of the oral briefing, right? Your part of the oral briefing, just I want to make sure to reiterate, are these, right? While there are four, you could, if you need, because I think we have one group that has maybe 6 or 7 people. So if that's you, break up the topic description if you have to, or break up the problem, or break up the importance, right? You can structure this how you want to structure, as long as everybody speaks and follows, and make sure that in total, not every single person has to hit all 4 bullet points, right? These are the kinds or the parts of the information that we're looking for, that I'll be looking for. So after I'm done listening, viewing, watching, right, your oral briefing, did I get an idea of the topic description with some background information, right? Did that happen, right? Did I get a sense of what's to be accomplished? Did that happen? Did I understand what specific problem your team is attempting to resolve or look at? Did I get a sense of what the importance of it, right? That this project moves forward. Am I convinced to, in a sense, give it an approval, right? Give it the go ahead, right? Does that make sense? And did everybody at least give some background information, these kinds of things? So we're looking at this, like I said, holistically. So again, just to reiterate, your team leader could do this part. Then every single person takes a specific part, right, of the presentation. And I'm going to slide back up here, which are going to be these things, these 4 main things. Okay. Was that covered? And was there a, excuse me, an effective conclusion, kind of in the sense of this summary, right? Remind the audience here, right, of the information we'd like them to remember. And of course, this is the difficult part since we're completely online. I have students oftentimes will invite feedback or questions. And I've had some of those groups anticipate maybe some questions, right? Anticipate some feedback, and pretend as though they're addressing a question, right? Or that they're addressing maybe some feedback. And that's totally fine too. I'll leave that up to you. It's not a requirement. But like I said, I'm looking at the presentation as a whole. Everyone participated in your group, and I got a sense of the topic description. I got a sense of everyone's kind of background information. I got a good sense of what the topic is, what's being addressed, what problem, it's what's kind of really being looked at very much kind of in detail, if you will, and why it is important ultimately that I, in essence, right, approve your project. I hope that makes sense. So I hope that clears up any confusion, or hope maybe answers some things, or as you guys are starting to put it together, helps that become a little bit more clear for you. All right. But if you have any other questions, you and your teams, let me know. Next week, of course, we'll be moving forward. Obviously, you guys are going to be working on presenting. And then, too, I'd like to, so just kind of put a bug in your ear starting next week. I want to start asking when you guys are going to have your next meeting, and I'd like to join in on at least one of your meetings with you. So I look forward to that. All right, guys. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and stay awesome. If you need anything, let me know. Bye.